Now, as Jenny briefly mentioned, disability rights advocates are watching closely to see if this final budget will include a proposed change they say could result in tens of thousands of seniors and disabled Californians losing Medi-Cal coverage. As part of his budget proposal, Governor Newsom wants to reimpose a strict cap on how much savings a senior or disabled Californian can have in order to remain eligible for Medi-Cal. His office says this is to save money, especially as federal policies have imposed substantially higher costs and requirements on both state and local governments for the health and human services programs they provide to their citizens. Under Newsom's proposal, a single person could not, at any given moment, have more than $2,000 in their checking and savings accounts combined, not including a retirement fund. For a couple, the limit is $3,000. If they go above those limits, they become ineligible for Medi-Cal coverage. Those are figures mirroring the federal Supplemental Security Income Asset Test set in 1989 and never increased, not even for inflation.
Everyone deserves health care.
Across the street from state lawmakers' offices Wednesday night, a group of disability rights activists set up what they call a guerrilla projection.
We're here today because Medi-Cal cuts cause disabled rage.
They're urging lawmakers to reject Newsom's proposal to reinstate the strict asset limit, calling it forced poverty, and saying this prevents people from saving for emergencies or for medical expenses not covered by insurance. $2,000 means pick one projection said: car repair, rent, root canal, or casket. I took their concerns directly to key decision makers.
Do you support?
I spoke on the phone with Democratic Senator Caroline Menjivar.
I'm sick and tired of having marginalized, vulnerable people always be in the chopping block and forcing them to come up and beg for what they already deserve.
The pushback is bipartisan. Last Monday, Republican Assemblymember Jeff Gonzalez held a news conference about it.
Balancing a budget on the backs of seniors and people with disabilities is disgraceful.
Ultimately, the budget bill the Assembly and Senate presented on Friday includes an asset limit of $21,000 to go into effect July 2027. Senator John Laird says it's better than $2,000, but it'll still disqualify some people from Medi-Cal eligibility.
I mean, in California, we got to 96% of adult Californians have health insurance. And I don't see how, given the federal cuts, we don't step back a little bit from that.
After the legislature passes their budget bill on Monday, leaders will work with the governor to square what's in their budget with what he proposed. Advocates have 2 weeks to continue making their voices heard. A legal expert tells us that's when the final budget agreed upon by the legislature and governor is due. Lawmakers will then vote on it by the end of the month.